Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe and don't hesitate to leave comments. So I'm very new to YouTube, but I'm enjoying all of the readings that are coming through in the last few weeks. And it's interesting as I look back and I'm guided to, review some of the readings again. And it's incredible how they all seem to work together. So don't hesitate to go back, and if there's a word or part of the photo that pulls you in, take a listen, because there's just so much assistance and support and healing available to us right now as we try to remove and clear blocks so we can fulfill our wishes and really achieve the goals that we've set out for ourselves. And it's been a very long journey, and we work very, very hard, so we deserve this, all these breakthroughs. So please, please open yourself up to receiving, and that's all you need to do. And so here we go. So you'll see here we have Archangel Metatron in my crystal ball there, and it's incredible as I'm viewing it here in the camera that it looks like there's a crescent moon there on the side underneath. And isn't that incredible? It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So Metatron is here to ensure that from a very high level, that everything is safeguarded from above, as above, so below, I'm hearing. And he'll ensure that all the energies that we pull in here tonight are safeguarded. All right. So we're going to set, with his energy, the Metatronic cube around ourselves, our counterparts, and with your intentions, all of the energies and all the messages that we're going to pull involving any and all people, person, place, or thing, to ensure that everything is nice and clear, all right, without interference. And Archangel Michael's coming forward as well, but he's simply on the side, and he'll come in only if needed, should there be any energies that try to interfere. So thank you so much. All right. So they want me to start here with the golden four-leaf clover number 41. It says good luck, happiness, and abundance. Isn't that interesting? I just spoke of abundance in terms of our goals and what it is that we want to achieve here with the matching colors here of fulfillment of wishes. And my twins number, life path number, is number 9. So I'm really happy to see that. And I think that these energies really work well together. And we're just going to jump in the reading here because I'm guided to this Knight of Cups, which is our masculine. And if it's not an actual person, it's an energy, all right? And that energy is a very strong emotional push that's coming towards you in order to clear any blocks that would otherwise prevent you from reaching your dreams here, because the moon can be something that we wish for as well and think about, but we just don't share it with anybody. So it could be something that's different, or something that you have held very close to your heart and you just didn't have the strength to share it with anybody else. Maybe it's a brand new beginning of a dream or a thought, and this will allow it to come through because you deserve it. All right, viewer, so proud of you. So, in order to be able to achieve this, you would have been embodying this energy of strength, and you are embodying this energy of strength right now. And this is why the divine is really impressed and really proud of you for standing tall and really being different. I'm hearing a lot of these energies are new and different, and they need to be brought back to the light, because we need to bring all of these light codes back into this plane of existence, because it's going to help to raise the vibration, which is required right now. You see, this looks like an electric ball. It's incredible. It's just a reflection of the light through the ball and the beautiful cloth underneath. It's very captivating. It's incredible. I love it. So, by holding this energy of strength and by really holding on to your thoughts and visions around what it is that you've been trying to manifest, you're going to get this brand new beginning, this brand new opportunity. The divine is gifting that to you there. You see that? And it's overflowing with love from the divine. The divine is just so touched. And I'm channeling right now the divine's energy that I'm gonna say he, but obviously it's there, it's not a gender. Um, it's all energies embody both masculine and feminine, but for the sake of this reading, I'm just going to say, use pronoun he. He is very proud of the souls that have traveled here and have worked as hard as we have to be able to affect the changes that are currently underway, because it's a successful mission, I'm hearing, and it's working. So the shifts that the planet requires in order to ascend, and it's shifting everything within that planetary system, the solar system as a whole. Everything is going to follow suit after this. So this is incredible, and this is like the divine's tears is what I'm feeling. I've never channeled something like that before. It's very powerful. And Metatron's holding position here to make sure that we're not pushed back in any way or threatened to go back or put into a position of fear to go back to not manifest this. He's blocking. And that's why Michael is standing up for us as well. It was laying down. And because people are open to receiving these messages, this is why he's standing up. He stood up here for us. And this is him. You see that planetary system here? And this is a gift for my daughter, and she works very closely with Archangel Michael. Like, it's incredible when I work with my daughter and help her. She, ever since she was little, he's always right beside her. And I haven't fully been able to really understand why that is, but they're like, I don't know, they're so close. It's just so powerful. It makes me want to cry, because when I am touched at a very intimate level like this, when I channel for the divine, or if I'm with somebody and I'm channeling for them, sometimes when they come through in such an authentic and honest way, they're surrendering to us because they want to help us. They are so in awe of our ability to be here as incarnated souls, because they know how hard it is. It's very easy to get lost here, to get trapped here with ego and all of the darker energy, because it's a very low plane of existence. So we're very close to those other dimensions where all those low kind of level things exist. That's why it's so dangerous. All right, and this is why you need to stay close to source, close to God, close to the light, and make sure that you call upon always, and that could be through prayer as well. I say calling upon, but if you pray, that's the same thing. Okay. And again, this Magician card. Okay, we've mastered this by manifesting through the light. And because of that, you will have your wishes fulfilled. And you see here already, there's no need to worry. Okay. And if you've had concerns, or right now, if you're asking yourself something, the answer is yes. So if you had anything in thought, or something you were thinking, did it work? Is my person going to come? Is my person going to call me? Am I going to get that job? Am I going to be successful in purchasing this home? Whatever it is, the answer is yes. And if you see here that crescent moon here that we're seeing, and it's here as well. Okay, and we're able, through the power of these the power and the energy of crystals, wield all these powers in a way that is creating magic. That's what magic is. It's all intention, really. That's all that it is. Okay. And the group that I'm channeling for, and the energies that we're as a collective for this reading coming together here, we are people that have willed the power from the light sources to do good things, you know, not to cause harm. Mm-hmm. Not to be fearful, not to be scared of your gifts, Divine Feminine. Okay. This High Priestess has healed a lot. She's in the light, you know, and I feel a lot of us represent this archetype, and we've felt like we had to hide who we were. We had to be in the closet, so to speak, because of a lot of different things, but a lot of it had to do with past lives where we were harmed because of these gifts. I've channeled a lot, and I've done a lot of past life regression where I had to heal what happened to me before, because I was a high priestess. I heard the word empress, but I held a place for the divine. I represented the divine in a lot of my lives where I would speak and channel for people. I was a guide, a support, and I was always protected as best as people could protect me. But sometimes they were overtaken, and harms occurred to me just because of the gifts that I had. These missions are dangerous sometimes, you know. So luckily, we've evolved, and we're in a timeline now where we have human rights. And it's not to say that it makes it any easier, because especially where I live, you know, it's not something that's very common. Like, for example, the use of light language. I don't know anybody else locally here that does that. And when I speak of it, even in a circle where I was learning about energy healing and a variety of modalities, nobody really knew what it was. So I was always very quiet, and I would assess the group that I was in the room I was in, and I wouldn't speak of these things, and I would kind of only share things that I felt they would resonate with, because I didn't want to kind of bring attention to myself, because most people don't understand, and there's a lot of jealousy and envy. I could usually sense it. So I would operate like this. And sometimes like wear a mask too, because I didn't always want to share, because I wasn't always sure how people would respond. And on my journey so far, for the most part, people struggle with my gifts because they don't really understand sometimes what I'm trying to explain, because I work in the quantum fields. I speak at a soul level and at a spirit level, and most people aren't connected that way anymore. Like, a lot of people have lost those abilities, and there's a huge disconnect. So a lot of us are here to bring this archetype is needing to come back in full force, because we need to bring all of this sacred knowledge back to the light, because it was lost, and they tried to strip this from us in order to eliminate, you know, this energy and replace it with a different one. And I don't really want to talk about these dark things, but that they weren't successful because, well, perhaps in an illusionary kind of a way. There's always going to be a balancing out over time, and this is the time now for us to rise again and bring this energy back. It's really important, because look, you can't fail, you won't fail. The divine is constantly nurturing us, and we're receiving it in a really balanced way now, this light and the dark here. Okay. And so we need to transform out of this secretive type of an energy. Okay, this is you, Divine Feminine, and you know, we've gone through this death energy for such a long time, and you know, we've healed, and we're continuing to heal, and we're going to be okay, and there's nothing to fear. Your third eye is open, and it's protected, and it's working beautifully. It's that chakra's spinning in a very balanced way. Right. So don't be scared. to tap into your gifts. Don't be scared to ask for access to more of your gifts. Okay, so you can continue to transform, to be able to fulfill your destiny. This is your destiny to transform out of this death energy, out of the lifetimes where we were put to death because of these powers. Okay, there's that crescent moon again. Yep, my two ears are ringing at the same time. That's a balancing here. See, no need to worry. Be brave. When you see the Magician, the High Priestess, that's power, okay? Power. And there's an energy here who's leaving this behind. And I feel like it's a masculine, because I think for some, you know, I'm getting that they are conceding that we are very powerful in this lifetime, and this is our mission in this life, is to kind of reclaim our power, and they're here to support us, and they're leaving, they're choosing to kind of leave this behind, and they just want to focus on us right now. And they might have tried to kind of endeavor this too, in a way, like we would have triggered them. I'm getting some of them may not want to come online like this right now. That might come later. But right now they just want to make sure we're okay, and they want to come to us, and they want to share. You know, I'm getting like my masculine wants to apologize for not supporting me properly. Like being very intimidated and threatened by this. And that was not good. That was very hurtful to me. But I didn't let it stop me. You know, I chose me, and I chose to make myself happy and just to continue to grow and learn, regardless of what he thought. And then we went long periods of time without talking, you know. So that's no longer, like, we're not in that energy anymore. That's an older energy. It's more, that's a period of time more in the beginning when I first became awoke, like, you know, 9-10 years ago. So he realizes that there's some weaknesses, like there's some things that he tried to do and that he wasn't very successful. Yeah, do you see that book there? And it's kind of gray. There isn't a lot of color. And do you see my throat's like tickling there? It's a clearing. And it's taken a lot of strength and courage to let go of this for some of these masculines, because some of them dabbled in this in a very dark way in past lives, okay? And it caused a lot of issues, and needing to fix that in this life. And so I think he's accepting that he may not have all the proper ideas on how to manifest, because do you see how this card, this Magician's a bit lower here and she's a bit higher, okay? And he's conceding that perhaps there's something else in the universe here that he's not quite aware of, and he's willing to hear you out now. He knows you know about all these things. He knows you're connected. Oh, my left ear is ringing. I just heard stay tuned. Hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting a sense that our masculines do need a clearing and a healing from us, because there's tremendous heartache and loss there. But they're leaning into those feelings, and this heart keeps slipping. Let's see what this card says here. No. And I was drawn to the word no here as well. No to playing possum. No to tricks. And we're coming out of the energy of 3. I got that message earlier today that we're manifesting now from the energy of 4, and that's the 4 of Wands, and that's a commitment. So I don't like the feeling of this card, so we're just gonna, with Archangel Michael here. So I'm getting that, you know, he's gonna have to be brave and strong, perhaps, to talk to us about the fact that he's had to say no to some certain things that perhaps were offered to him, or things that he tried that he realizes now weren't good, in order to try and manifest. And I'm hearing some of this is kind of secret. It's not all like known. He didn't tell anybody he tried this, and I think it might have made him sick. But Divine Masculine, don't worry, you'll be okay. Yeah, see, and it caused emotional withdrawal here. And this is in the past. And they were able to figure some of this out by spending time alone. And I did a reading earlier today by the water, so this is quite interesting here. And 8 is my life path number. So they know, and 8's in the water. So they know, and I'm a water sign as well, I'm just realizing. So they're pulling strength from us. And he's not looking at me or the water right now. He's looking down. But this is in the past when he was in this emotional withdrawal. So, and I spoke about this actually in my reading this morning. So go and listen to that. If you resonate with things, the messages so far, my right ear's ringing. They're saying I'm right on point here. That he is realizing, and see how the divine here, it's very same color as this, is clearing the stubbornness that he's acknowledging that he did this, and he does this a lot, and it puts him in a really awkward position where it causes a lot of damage with relationships. People he loves the most, he does this to. He goes quiet and numb. This is the hand of the divine. So his guides are always with him. He's going to bare his heart and soul to us. Do you see how his back's kind of exposed here? He's stubborn though. Look at these rocks. He knows. And there she is. Let's stand her up. That's Divine Feminine. And you see this heart chakra here? You see these spheres? He knows that you are strong and you get it and you protect yourself. You know how to protect yourself. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. And he's going to come and be kind of a sweetheart. And he's not really going to be, I think, forthcoming about the fact that there's some things here that aren't quite right with him. And he's very curious about what you know and how you fix things. And in terms of spiritual things and energetic things. Like I'm getting like it's gotten back to him that like you've been able to clear things in ways that other people haven't been able to, and people have seen tremendous success after spending time with you, Divine Feminine. So whatever your gifts are, I don't want to speak too much in detail about the things that I have done in the past, because again, this is not about me specifically, but this is a general reading, so just take it how it resonates. But you'll know what it is that you've done that you necessarily wouldn't have talked about with your partner, your ex-partner, or your counterpart here, that you're not in union with right now. And the point of that was to really bring this back to life, okay? And you have done that. Look how strong you are. Oh, look at that, Divine Feminine. And now the Divine's saying, okay, I'm going to rest now, and I want you to be this in the spotlight. This is you. This is who we are. And when he brings this cup to you, he's going to honor this first, and then he's hopeful you'll receive him in this way. But you will, because look how strong you are. Now, this is going to feel really good and it's going to help us, but interestingly, we didn't need it to become this again. And I think he was hurt about that because irregardless of what he thought and did, you know, we still carried on this way. My left ear was ringing when I said that, so I'm not sure why. Yeah, he's sorry that he's kept all this hidden, but the feelings, like how he feels. I want us to put this destiny card here. I'm just channeling, like he knows how somehow he's learned, or he's feeling, or he was shown in some way how hard it was for you. Do you look how she looks a little bit in shock here? And I remember different points on my journey where I was scared and I felt all alone. And I didn't, like, our awakenings don't come with a book. You really do need to trust your guidance, and somehow he knows the pain and suffering you went through. And I'm just realizing this is a face here. And that we exposed ourselves in a way that he feels is very powerful. Because people, I think now are able to better accept you, Divine Feminine, and aren't as threatened by you anymore, and really do understand how difficult it would be to go through a spiritual awakening of this magnitude. And they've seen you transform, and they've seen you become much more stable and comfortable with your gifts. And you don't just give it away so freely anymore either. And he knows, because we stopped after a while. It's like, okay, well, you're not interested, then that's fine. I'm just going to keep it pushing. And we just let it go. That's what you need to be able to do. And because of that, you're going to be able to manifest this destiny. And the number 10 means we don't have to repeat this ever again. We're going to live a fulfilled life in this new energy, move forward in a way that we've never ever done in our soul's journey, in our soul's evolution. This is brand new energy. And that's something to celebrate. So congratulations. And what I'm getting is that our masculines need some crystal healing, specifically in that solar plexus. And if you've given them crystals, they might be doing this on their own. And we're going to make sure that everything turns in the right direction, movement forward with strength and power. So we're going to move that here. Whoops. So we're coming out of solitude. That I know. Those days are over. And now instead we're going to be really working hard towards that throat chakra, to be able to communicate what needs to be communicated from a place of love. And there's no need to worry. Archangel Metatron wants us to really, really pull from that heart space and use our knowledge and our wisdom. They're ready to listen. They're ready to listen. Because I don't feel a nervousness or an anxiety anymore. And this is the first time I feel this way since I started doing these readings. So this is tremendous growth, everybody. So congratulations. And look how all the colors work together. all the ways that people misuse crystal healings or power to cause the divine feminine or masculine or the twin flame union harm failed. Okay, so we're just clearing that right now. We're going to ensure that it's reset. Whoa, you see that? How it just landed there and it's not moving. And it's moving in the right direction now. So if you are in need of a clearing because there's an imprinting on you, or there's something scaring you right now, or there's an energy around you that's not appropriate, this is going to clear it out of the way, okay? And it'll allow you to manifest this Ace of Cups. So Mother Mary is a beautiful energy to work with when you're dealing with things like that. Yeshua is always with her. Okay, she doesn't fight entities or dark energies, but certainly all you need to do is pray to her, and she'll come in. And Yeshua, if there's anything that is refusing to leave, when her light comes in to your fields, okay, then he will come in and deal with whatever's there that is a bit stubborn, we'll say. And just know that nothing can stay without consent. And the minute you call it out, it's spiritual law, they have to leave. And that's knowing your sovereignty and your power. And as soon as you assert yourself, it's done. They have to go. Okay. And if you can't do it on your own, it's okay. You just call upon. And over the years, I've learned to work with all sorts of energies that have assisted in dealing with all sorts of things. And every single one of them was successful. Okay, so don't be scared. So this, we're going to transform for some of you and release that energy. That would cause like blockages for you to see clearly. It would prevent you from speaking. You know, it would kind of have you in a state of shock and fear. Because I was sensing there was a lot of nervousness and the block to starting like everything I just talked about, that some of us have achieved this after long journeys. Some of you are just starting. So perhaps my readings now are going to be able to reach twins or higher evolved beings that are here, that are starting their awakening. And I mean, that's incredible. You know, it's an honor for me to assist anyone that's willing to learn and wanting to fulfill their mission's work here, because that's really important. That's why we've come here. So I'm noticing, you know, the spheres and the circles. There's quite a few of them here. So that's very important. So, you know, they're just showing me light. So just surround yourself with a sphere of light if ever you feel like there's something that's preventing you from doing work that you want to do right now. And within that sphere, just ask at anything that's not of the light or love be pushed out, and just picture that light and love pushing it out gently. Not by force, okay? We always have to be gentle because it just aggravates things. It makes it harder, okay? I feel like there's some more things I need to pull here. Look. I'm just going to pull some of my own cards. So here's, I want to take you on a special trip. That's our masculines. That's great. That's something he's been thinking about for a very long time. We're going to protect it with the amethyst there. You're going to love this, by the way, and he's going to surprise you. I looked at crystals for you. I did research on this. Yes. All right, that's beautiful. So they're going to gift you with some crystals as well. So I have two more that I've pulled here. I have forgiven you. And he fell quite a few times doing this work, but it's okay. It's safeguarded, and he knows that you supported him even though he fell. So what he means by falling is that he would have tried to come in and he wouldn't have felt strong enough to say the word. He would have got scared, and then he felt shame, then he would step back. But you always stayed consistent, okay? And here I have researched twin flame and soulmate bonds because I realize we are so special, or our love is so special as well, or both, okay? That's amazing. Yes. So he knows the answer is yes. He knows you're twins, or he knows you have a high level soul bond. This is very powerful. I have renewed my faith in God and the divine. That's what this is. That's what I got from this card here. So let's place that light language there. So this time they make it to us. And we'll place selenite there as well to make sure that's... And a lot of us in the last 2 days have done a lot of clearing from the Atlantis timeline. That's another amethyst there. So the amethyst is a master healer, so it's going to continue to heal and safeguard our counterparts in their ability to come forward this time. And when they're triggered, because they're going to be triggered, in the past where they would have fallen and left, they're not going to anymore. Archangel Michael's here, and he's going to make sure that he's standing tall and protecting that masculine and the communication. And see how this card's standing up now? No need to worry. That solar plexus is nice and strong. That master healer crystal here is safeguarding everything. You see how it's all working beautifully together here. And so we've been manifesting coffee. Yes. That's that beautiful offer to get together for a drink, you know. And there's 2 more here in terms of some of the spiritual rituals that they've adopted. As I smudge with the items you gave me, I'm spiritually awake. That's wonderful. And I'm seeing the word free here. Okay. And please don't let us go. We need you. And I mean, this is the divine sharing this as well, you know, for us to hang on. If you're a higher evolved being, a spiritual being that's awake right now, and you're struggling, because I remember how it was in the beginning of my journey, and I still struggle right now, but it's a lot easier now because I have more confidence. But you know, just pray and ask for help, and the divine will help you. And it's really hard, but in my worst, darkest times, I just remember the light coming in, and I was touched by... Sometimes I felt like it was the divine himself, because I would hear daughter, the word daughter, and then I would have a very beautiful conversation, and then I would feel renewed, and then I would pick myself up. It was as if like something was lifting me up off that ground after crying, and then I would have energy, and I didn't even know where it came from, and I would be good to go, and off I'd go, you know, and I would just wipe my tears, and I would, you know, I just felt like strong again. So you see, he wants me to lift that up because he's honoring all the times that I did that, and now the masculine needs our help. He's gonna surrender finally and say, okay, well, I thought, you know, I thought I could do this on my own. I thought I had it figured out, but you know, I want to hear your ideas. I feel like you might be able to help make things better. And if we put our heads together, we come up with an even better plan, you know, because they need us for something. There's something going on. I'm single and only want you as a partner. And I'm getting that became much more clear tonight. Okay. There was a death of an ending of some sort. I don't know. There was a clearing in the eye. There was one eye that would have been problematic, and whatever's whatever was interfering through that eye, it's being cleared out right now. It's not fully done, but it'll be done by the morning. So we're sending it back to where it came from, okay? So not to worry. And then you'll be able to have that coffee or tea or drink or whatever. For me, it's coffee, and I feel like I'm being rewarded here. And this is the divine's way of telling me, like, you're going to have your coffee. Don't you worry. You've earned it. And you won't need to ask again, Divine Feminine. It's going to come from your counterpart directly, okay? And you need to safeguard your solar and your sacral and your root chakra and your heart chakra for the next little while. Just be really careful. And you'll know naturally, like, what I mean. So if you're in a room with people and you've got, a blanket or a sweater or something over your stomach, there's a reason for that. Okay, when we shift and we elevate, sometimes our chakras take a hit and they're just a little bit weaker. So in case there's stronger energies in there that would try to siphon our energy, if there's weaknesses in our fields, you're going to know naturally to safeguard yourself. So it's not something you need to be fully conscious of. I feel like we just kind of intrinsically know, intuitively know, and we just do this without planning it. I'm just so awake to so many things now, and I pick up on things in a room like there's no tomorrow, and I can multitask. So I can listen to a meeting and even run a meeting, and all at the same time I'm picking up on synchronicities, like hundreds of synchronicities all coming in, and that used to really throw me off. I would get really tired. I would feel disorganized. I would have like issues with memory, but as I mastered all of the energies now, and I've learned how to work with basically the spirit and in the physical, it's getting easier. And that's not an easy thing to do. Right? So don't be scared. I'm picking up on fear right now. But it'll be okay. So let Archangel Metatron here provide us with a clearing, and he's going to reset that Metatronic cube for us, and then I'll close out the reading, okay? Just allow these crystals to help stabilize your energy, okay? There we go. Take some deep breaths. Drop into your heart space. Sometimes it helps to put your hand over your heart chakra as you breathe, and just close your eyes and trust that Archangel Metatron is going to clear what needs to be cleared. Because it could be phantom energy, and phantom energy could just be old residual things that we've already dealt with, but somehow we're still kind of hanging on because we're scared that we didn't get rid of it. That's phantom. Like, it's gone. Don't worry. This is going to be a final clearing to that, okay? It's phantoms that try to really mess with our ability to unite with source, come back home to self, that energy, the energy of 3 mind, body, and spirit. Okay, it's God's number. Just trust, you're okay. Nothing can really manipulate those chakras anymore, because you're strong, because you believe and you had faith and you did your work. Feel so much nervousness. I didn't feel it earlier, but as we were moving forward here, I'm picking it up big time. Your wishes are fulfilled. You've already fulfilled. You've already manifested. It's all there. And look at smelling. So essential oils like flowers, things that smell good. Surround yourself with that. Run a diffuser if you have to. Burn some incense. Everything's safeguarded, everyone. Don't worry. That's why I'm here, right? I hold space as well, and sometimes I'm just a support while clearings occur for people. And nothing gets past me either, so. Good job. He's so grateful for the gifts that you've given him. If you gave him anything over Christmas, he's very, very thankful for that. He doesn't want you to be in a corner. He doesn't want you to be hidden. He doesn't want you to feel scared. And I'm getting with him, like it's okay to talk to him about these things now. And that's very reassuring because it's been a long time. All right. So our last and final message really is the divine wants us to believe and know that we've already manifested our dreams, okay? So you will have happiness and things will turn around now. You'll see luck. So, you know, the karmic wheel will turn in your favor and that abundance will come in. And there's that golden energy we're working with right now. Number 41, take a look, you know, look up that number if you feel guided. It's an extra message. Authority. There's our masculine. There's the Emperor and the Empress. Look. 3 and 4. Look at that. Perfectly in balance. And look, he knows, see? He knows he knows he needs to protect. He's doing it right. Good job, Divine Masculine. He learned from the best. His twin. Okay, yeah, solitude. We're leaving that back there. No more of that. See, he knows your twins. We're going to put the 2 hearts together. Look at that. This is what he's going to come deliver. A gift of a crystal. The 2 hearts are joined as one. He feels it. That third energy is strong. Good job. Good job. Keep doing that work, everyone, and you'll see your manifestation come in very, very soon. So on that note, and Archangel Metatron says, thank you for having faith. Continue to do your work. And there's more elaborate configurations of his energy that you can use. So he's just saying to research and he'll guide you. So the Metatronic cube is a starting point, but we may need to manifest now at a higher level as we continue to pull in new codes. He'll guide us and you'll know. And if you see light language and codes when you meditate, it'll come in. So just ask him and he'll send you those codes, okay? Thank you. Thank you for that, Archangel Metatron. And so I wish everyone all the very best and take care.